Hey guys, it's Jeff, and today I wanted to give you a short rundown on battery life on iOS 11.3 Beta 3 and maybe some of the other betas as well. A lot of you have asked if you should update to the iOS 11.3 betas, but are hesitant due to battery life questions. So let's figure out how the battery life and performance is on iOS 11.3 beta. So first off, I'm sorry, but all the footage today was shot for other videos. I just didn't have enough time to shoot anything today. So if you want to just listen, that would be awesome if you have other things to do. So back to the video and audio, and in beta 1 and in beta 2, battery life was not so good. It was definitely worse in beta 1, and in beta 2 it sort of picked up a bit, but really wasn't up to par with what I would say to be good battery life. So in beta 3, there weren't too many feature changes and Apple primarily focused on bugs, so hopefully their focus was on battery life as well. Let's find out if that is true. So the past 2 days I've been testing my battery life on the iPhone 10 and iPhone 7 Plus, and it's decent on both phones. I will have to say that there are some differences though. Battery life on the iPhone 7 Plus seems to be a little bit worse given the battery sizing difference. There are, however, different factors involved such as battery health. So for my iPhone 10, it has 100% battery health, and the age is obviously not that much, and it seems to be working perfectly. With that being said though, obviously the 7 Plus doesn't have as good battery health, and the age is basically longer because it's already been out for more than a year. So obviously the iPhone 10 outperformed the 7 Plus, but let's just see exactly by how much. But before we get into that, let's talk about the iPhone 10 and really my experience. Throughout the day, I do have to charge my iPhone 10, and I did have to limit my use knowing that I didn't have the luxury of perfect out-of-the-box battery life. Playing games and running specific apps is very taxing on this device, and that is to be expected as most developers haven't optimized their basically software or games to coincide or work with the iOS 11.3 betas. But this does expand to kind of Apple's own processes as well. Even going on like the home screen, taking pictures, video, everything like that is very taxing on the iPhone 10's battery, and there is quite a bit of battery drain. So it's not just limited to third-party apps. So obviously there is still some work to do with the battery life in iOS 11.3, and given it's a beta, I'm not going to complain too much. I just wanted to let you all know what my experience was. So I guess you really want to know some numbers instead of just hearing me rant and rave about some of the issues I've been having. So here's some scores that we got from Geekbench. On Geekbench, we scored a 2750 on the battery test for the iPhone 10, and on the 8 Plus, we scored a 2705. And that 8 Plus was running on iOS 11.2.5. The iPhone 7 Plus scored a 2113, which is performing just around par with other 7 Pluses on Geekbench at this time. That iPhone 7 Plus was of course on iOS 11.3 Beta 3. So obviously between the iPhone 7 Plus and the iPhone 10, there's a major difference, but I think most of that is due to battery health, and obviously there are more factors involved in that, but I think battery health is the big one. So as far as actual use goes for kind of all phones, for all of you asking for all of your specific devices, any battery life is going to be basically declined running iOS 11.3 betas. But beta 3 seems to have the best battery life you can get over beta 1 and beta 2. It is still my recommendation though that users hold off on updating to the beta version if their concern is with battery life. So keep that in mind if you have that question, and maybe hold off until like maybe beta 4, beta 5. I will continuously be updating you as far as battery life goes on the next coming betas, and how performance and battery life are affected by those updates. So guys, thank you for listening to me rave and rant about battery life and listening to some of the numbers that we got from the battery life test. I still have another video coming which covers iOS 11.2.6, and you will not want to miss that. So get subscribed and hit that bell button to get updated as soon as that video releases. Just in case you guys didn't know, iOS 11.2.6 does come with a lot of issues, which I will be talking to you about, so stay tuned for that video. It will be coming most likely tomorrow, which is Friday. Anyways, thank you again for watching and listening to me. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.